Hi friends, welcome to UNS. Today we can discuss one more question from species interaction. So here the question is, Amensalism can be represented as. So normally before answering we go for explanation, right? So let's start explanation little bit about species interaction. So what and all type of species interaction we know, like competition, predation, parasitism, mutualism, amensalism, commensalism and all. So let's discuss little bit about everything. So what is competition? Competition is nothing but when two people are competing. So what happens there? Lowers the fitness of both the individuals. See, competition lowers the fitness of both the organism. Even if one wins also, both will be having their scars, right? So it decreases the fitness of both the individuals. So if we have to represent competition in plus or minus sign, how we will represent? We will represent as species A and species B, right? Both will be in the negative side because the fitness of both the individuals has been lowered. And the second one here is, here the competition can be divided into two types, intraspecific competition and interspecific competition. What is that? Intraspecific competition means between the same species, like both the example is two male birds fighting for a single female mate. Whoever wins get the chance to mate with the female. That is interspecific competition. Intraspecific competition is between two different species, that is two different species fighting for a single prey, right? So the next one is parasitism and predation. Here one is harmed and one is benefited. See, in case of parasitism, the person or the organism which lives on the host is benefited and the host is harmed. So if we give the sign, it will be like species A and species B. In case of parasitism, species A will be benefited, right? The parasite will benefit and the host will be harmed. So host will be in the negative side and the parasite will be in the positive side. So when we come to predation, also the same condition. The animal or the organism which predate on the prey is benefited and the animal which is being preyed is on the negative side. So it will be the same condition, like in case of predation, which predates on the organism will be on the positive side because they are gained, they are having something prey to eat or consume, right? And the which is preyed will be on the negative side because it is being harmed. Next comes is mutualism. In mutualism, both the animals are benefited, right? So what we will give? Both are on the positive side, right? In mutualism, both are on the positive side. Because the example see here, bees and flowering plant. Bees in the sense bees will get nectar to prepare honey and the flower in turn gets pollination, right? And the next one is commensalism. In commensalism, one species is benefited, right? And the other one is neither benefited nor harmed. So what it will be? One species will benefited, that is it will be in the positive side, and the second species neither benefited nor harmed. That means we will give it a sign of 0, right? And the next one is amensalism. Amensalism is somewhat opposite to commensalism, in which one is harmed and the other one is neither benefited nor harmed. So the one person who is harmed will be in the negative side, right? And the other person is neither benefited nor harmed. So it will be on 0, right? The amensalism can be of two types, that is antibiosis and competition. In competition is a larger organism harms the smaller one, maybe indirectly. Example is when a large cattle walks on a grass, it harms the grass, but the cattle is not benefited with that, but the organism that feeds on grass or lives on that grass are harmed, right? Antibiosis is something, it's a chemical secretion of an organism which harms the other organism but doesn't help or benefit the organism which secretes the chemical secretion. Example is penicillium. When penicillium secretes penicillin, it affects the bacteria, right? But here the penicillium doesn't get benefited nor harmed, but bacteria get harmed. Okay, I think it's clear. Next, so what is common in predation, parasitism and commensalism. For all three, the species should share a common characteristics, or they may be interacting very closely compared to any other thing. Right. Now let's go back to the question. In this question, see the first option, species A is on the positive side and species B on 0. What it will be? It will be commensalism, right? Right. Now here the species A is on negative side and species B on 0. What it will be? Opposite to commensalism is amensalism. Right. Next is species A is on positive side, species B is also on positive side. So it will be mutualism. Right. And the last option is species A is on negative side, species B is also on negative side. What it will be? Yeah, the first one that we discussed, competition. Right. So what is the question here? Amensalism can be represented as, and here we know which is amensalism, it's option B. Hope the concept is clear. Happy learning. Bye.